And then after I'd published the paper, I got this invitation to go to meet with Dalai Lama. And I asked, of course, Alan to come along with me on that journey. And you came with me to Peru. And I remember landing in Peru, in Cusco, which was already like, it's kind of hard to breathe.
Yeah.
And then we went straight up the mountain, if you remember.
Yeah.
Right after that. And you were like wheezing a bit. And I was like, oh, God, this would be really bad if he just kicked it right here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because neither of us are in the best shape. I'm in awful shape. Robert is still doing all right. He's 20 years younger than me. You know? But we were not enjoying that. climb. Yeah. But it was great, and Nassim was there, and then so it ends up being you and Nassim and me going to see His Holiness. What?
I know what, right? It's like it does seem like our lives kind of took this turn around that time towards this whole everything turned into kind of like flow and kind of seemed magical. Everything seems magical. Like I was just having lunch with an old friend today and was explaining to her, who used to work here a long time ago, explaining to her what I've been up to, because she says, what have you been up to for the last 10 years?
How can I even synopsize it? What did you say?
I'm like, well, I mean, you just go through the list of things that sounds so ridiculous, and you almost just say, you know what, I'm doing fine. Just like leave it alone. It's too hard to explain.
Yeah.
But it did seem like we've had some incredible experiences, you know, along this journey.
Oh, sure. Well, India, what did we learn there? I mean, we went straight to Dharamsala. Well, I remember having our first day of getting off the plane in Delhi, and we went to some local restaurant, obviously, and we were all talking about, well, how are we going to approach this? Who should go forward, you know, because I've got a little bit of work that I'd be interested in him seeing. You had some work that he would, you know, we'd already sort of pre-planned, well, should we show this?
Yeah, we had little pre-planning sessions and everything.
The Vesica part, and all right. But it seemed kind of obvious that the best person of the three to kind of go forward right away would be Nassim, because Nassim had already proven the entire universe fits inside one proton, or the mass of the universe. But His Holiness had already written a book, the entire universe in a single atom. So that was the connection, wasn't it? It was like, well, you give him that first, and then we know we're on solid ground. So Nassim gives him that, and what happens? It was the funniest thing. I love telling this story.
Which part?
Well, you know, there's a bit of chit chat, and there's a bit of just casual, normal stuff. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You know. But then Nassim comes forward with, well, I've, you know, back in 2013, I happened to be able to measure the radius, the proton radius, to such accuracy that we got it proven by a hadron collider, not the large one, but another one in France. And what? He's come up with a number that is 0.03% off compared to the rest of physics, which is like 40% off, because they can't figure out what dark matter is, so they just invent a number to make quantum mechanics and relativity kiss and make up, because they never do.
They never do.
And they must both be perfectly right. So Nassim says that. I can show you the equation. Shows it to His Holiness, and he goes, and we didn't know what he said. Something to the other monks, and they all scattered like cockroaches when you turn the light on. They went, and we thought, oh shit, we messed up. What happened, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like the end of the interview. It was okay, but we had no idea what he said. But these guys all went running, and so we sort of carried on. Like, oh, are we over that hurdle? What just happened there?
Yeah.
And about half an hour later, after talking about your work and a little bit of mine and more of Nassim's, he says, okay, now we have lunch. And it turned out we learned from what was his name? The monk who...
Lama Tenzin.
Lama Tenzin. We said to him, they said, what did he say?
His Holiness wants to invite you to stay for lunch.
He said, this is going to be longer talk. Prepare lunch. And they did. And then we had lunch in his private quarters.
Yeah, and he'd only done that twice before, he said, with Desmond Tutu and Michelle Obama.
And Michelle Obama. And we were there for how long? About 4 hours in his own place, 4.5 hours in his own room. And there he is. You know, you think, His Holiness, drinking tab.
Yeah. He's like, it's all fake. What does it matter?
Something's wrong with this picture. Eating crisps and drinking tab. Yeah. Okay. No, but they prepared this food and it was wonderful. And we just, and the marvelous thing about him, and I'm sure about any truly there enlightened being, is it just make you feel like we're just friends, because we should be. You know, it's just like, you know, we're just chatting in his living room. No airs.
He kept pulling Nassim's hair.
Yeah. He loved to do that, yeah.
He did.
He's just childlike, isn't he?
He is.
He's just there. He's in joy.
No, it was quite an experience. And then, remember, we had that state dinner where we had the dancing.
I didn't. I hadn't eaten meat in 55 years.
You didn't go to the dinner that night?
I went to the dinner, but I had salad.
We had the dancing.
A steak dinner.
Yeah. No, state, as in like...
Oh, I thought you said steak
head
dinner.
of state, not
Okay.
steak.
Cut.
Yeah.
And, I love that state dinner we had.
Yes, that's right. It was a great time. They had that dancing show. Yes, the dancers and everything.
Oh, it just went on and on and on. It was a wonderful experience after another. The culture, the marketplace. It's amazing.
It was an amazing trip. I mean, everything about that was amazing. And something felt like we were going in a corridor there, too, because right after that, we went to Mexico.